Alright, so last episode we made a big sign of bringing Liza Maynard, the Spanish talent, in to be a backup striker from Sunderland. We then took a Man City, the game that we should have won. It was a frustrating one considering the goal we conceded, Gabora should have saved. And also, we couldn't score up until the 89th minute here with Ansu Fati off the bench. We rescued a point for us in this game. In the game which you see via the stats, we definitely should have won 3.0 expected goals, 11 shots to their 3, and somehow we got a draw in that one. But then it was Liverpool here, in which we managed to get the 3 points against them scoring hit, and later in the game, Maynard off the bench would get his first goal in Leicester colours up against Liverpool here to get us the 3 points against them in a 2-0 victory at home. It was then Newcastle in which Fatawa would make a good run in behind and then score to make it 1-0 to us. Then get a goal late in the game as well with Maynard shooting. Pope would make the save, but a 4 to Ansu Fati would seal the victory and get us the 2-0 winner as well. Spurs went on up next, in which Castillo scored a great goal there to make it 1-0. And then we scored another goal later to make it 2-0 in quick fashion there, as you can see. Not much time between it. In the second half, Troy Parrott would show why Spurs had him in the youth academy, running through and scoring against his former team to make it 3-0. And that wouldn't be it, because we get a fourth goal here, courtesy of Troy Parrott. Scored again against his former team to win us a game. But let's get into today's episode, which is going to be a big one, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. Alright, so to start today's episode off, we're going to take on Liverpool here in the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup round of 16, away from home at Anfield. Got quite unlucky with the draw we have. There's a bunch of smaller teams left in the competition, like Bradford City and a bunch of smaller Championship / Premier League teams, but we got Dragons, one of the best in the league ratings-wise. Obviously, realised they're not doing as well as they should be doing. Let's get into this one up against Liverpool and hopefully beat them, just like we did last episode, and go through to the next round of the FA Cup, a competition that we reached the final of last season, and this season we're looking to win this time round. We drew Liverpool, but it's obviously my luck that I get drawn one of the best teams left in the competition at this stage. When, you know, there's teams like Bradford City still in the competition, I never get drawn against the smaller teams, and when I do, it's very rare. That isn't Isaac. Good challenge there from Soleil. Referee, I literally got the ball. Nico Williams, ball into the box. And Addison Isaac thankfully missed that because the Champon literally just ran away from him. Our other striker, why is he over there? Tarwu played through for Tarwu. Shot across goal and it's 1-0. I did not expect him to score. Not going to lie, I did not expect for Tarwu to score there, but he does. And he will be the captain going into next season, I think, because obviously we're going to move on, not move on Samara, but we're going to move him away from the first team. We're going to sign a better midfielder instead of him, and he'll be now on the bench from next season onwards. But for Tarwu here, strikes, side netting. A fantastic finish there, to be fair. I did not expect him to score. I thought Alisson would have made the save. But we take the lead, which is to see. Lovely play here. Costulas. Over to Alex Scott now. Can he make it 2-0 against his former Bournemouth teammate? But he puts it past the goal. Samara, good challenge there. Fatawu. Lovely dribbling there from Fatawu. Could he score at the end of it? No, we can't. Addison made the save. I should have chipped it. Frimpong. He's done well to bait me in. And now here is Kumas. Ball in. Nico Williams had a, thankfully Gabora made a fairly comfortable save there. Dutchman plays it forward into Wirtz. And Wirtz has done well. Wirtz goes through and Wirtz scores. And straight from kick-off in the second half. Liverpool put themselves level in this game. It's frustrating because I feel like Samara should have dropped in. And Gabora could have made the save. Here we go for Tarwu. Can we score straight from kick-off? No, and might look probably not. Troy Parrott, good turn. Beats another defender as well. Troy Parrott running through, he shoots, and he's at the side netting. That's so weird. There we go. Wagnerman wins it. Of course, it falls straight to Kirkez. He's up running through. Gabora has to be yours, thank you. With some gaps here. Ansu Fati free to James McCarthy. And McCarthy off the bench. What is that finish? What is that finish game? He gets a little push in the back, and that's how badly it goes. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, last chance. Unless it's going to extra time. What is that pass? Well, we'll win it back. Referee, nah, this referee's been paid off, because why would you call it there? Ansu, the two Spaniards linking up, but I can't feed that back through, but I can actually hit with Ansu Fati. Made the run, and Ansu straight away in extra time we score. And that's what I hated about it. Because why couldn't we have done that towards the end of the game? Why does it have to be instantly at the start of extra time we get an actual goal? The bench clears way too early because we're only 2-1 up and there's still a whole another half for extra time to go. And won the game. And we might do the exact same thing here. We actually are going to do the exact same thing. That's insane. And I think they're very similar goals as well. Because I know the second goal Osimhen scored in that extra time in the Man United episode was a straight finish like that. That is insane. We literally did. You put the 2 episodes side by side at the exact same points at the Man United game that went to extra time and this one. And we did the exact same thing. And was it against Liverpool as well? If it was against Liverpool, then that is odd. Pope, ball forward. Ekitike heads it back to Curtis Jones, and that's going to be intercepted by Saleh. And it's somehow gone back to Curtis Jones, who doesn't score. Gaboro made the save. And this game should be done. And finally it is done. And thankfully it is done and we'll win the game. As like I say, I am Liverpool fatigued out. I am Premier League team fatigued out right now. We're through to the next round of the FA Cup. Wish us to see. And we do get the, well, Ansu Fati man of the match coming off the bench and scoring 2 goals. Frustrating that it had to happen the way it did, you know what I mean? We had to play 9 minutes of football and it was level, and then straight away in extra time we scored 2 goals instantly that we did against, I think Liverpool in the Man United episode yesterday, but we get the win here and that's all that matters. And well, in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, we've got Drib against Chelsea, another top Premier League team. I mean, to be fair, they're 8th in the table these days in the Premier League in the series, but as we know, IRL are a pretty good team. We've got a former player in the champion in the back line, our best defender, to be honest, in my opinion. I think he is our best defender, but let's get into this game up against them and hopefully advance into the semi-finals of the FA Cup, where hopefully Bradford City can keep going and make a good run so we can face them at that point and get an easy route into the final. But knowing Marlock after this, we're going to face either Man United or Arsenal in the semi-finals. That's going to happen. I'm telling you that for free. Head to Grimaldo, in here to Caicedo. Got Pedro, a champion, good defender against his former teammate. Casillas. Through to Troy Parrott, great play. Casillas with a great pass and Troy Parrott with a great run and a great finish at the end of it. And 9 minutes in, we take the lead. I didn't expect that pass to work, not going to lie. I expected the defender to block it because that's the way that it works in this game most of the time. But Casillas feeds it through to Troy Parrott, who's just about onside. The great timed run there from him. Beats Levi Colwell, finds the back of the net. And makes it 1-0 to us here in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. A fantastic finish there from the Irishman. You love to see it. Ball back here to Neto. There's a Champong, no great defender against his former teammate again. He knows the trick, so I had to stop his former teammates. Costulas. Back into Alex Scott, who can drive it forward for us, hopefully. And it's going to be taken out from behind. That should be actually a red card. It's not last man, but that is a cynical foul. No reason to make it from Enzo Fernandez. He's just taking him out for no reason. No, it's Grimaldo who did it. So it's only going to be a yellow card for Grimaldo, but that honestly should be a red. No intention to play the ball, just takes him out from behind. There in midfield to get the ball through, but we couldn't find the pass we needed. There on Chelsea in the attack, Grimaldo. Blocked by Wagnerman, that's going to be Saleh's to deal with. We've got a score. Andre Santos. Here's Grimaldo. Saleh, good defender, but the chance is still alive for them. Gabardo can get it up and away. That's a great pass. Ref, you can't call it there, ref. You actually cannot. That's illegal. That should be illegal against referees to call it when we've got a ball over the top for a striker to run through on. We're going to the attack. Oh, Lama intercepts it, but it's a bad pass out from him. But it's somehow keep possession. Ball over the top. Into João Pedro. Oh no, he cuts inside. I don't like this. So João Pedro shoots, but he puts it over the bar. Back into Cole Palmer. His first involvement in the game. Cole Palmer spins. He shoots and hits the post. And Gaboro thankfully says that, because if I conceded there, I would have actually been fuming, because we should have defended that. Ball over the top. Parrott, please, we're onside. And watching the linesman. He is onside. Troy Parrott is offside, actually. Oh, Ansu may end up. And so out wide to Alex Scott. He's got McCarthy. They'll try and pass it to, but of course the pass is going to be led straight into Levi Colwell. There we go, Alex Scott, Umar Saleh. Ansu Fati on the turn. Turns, he finesses it, he shoots, and his fellow Spaniard denies him. I'm not liking this. No, not this. Not like this. I don't deserve it. Good block there from Saleh. That's just won us a game. There we go. So 1-0 victory over Chelsea. That block from Umar Saleh, right at the death, saved us and won us that game. And we're through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup, where hopefully we get a good fixture. But knowing Marlock, it's going to be another tough team to face. And Saleh, rightfully so, man of the match, he played great in this game, was our best player. And we get a win against Chelsea to advance, like I said, into the semi-finals of the FA Cup. And after we beat Chelsea in the FA Cup, our next game was against Wolverhampton Wanderers. We're assuming that game will beat them 3-2 in the semi-final. We have to face Arsenal next in the FA Cup final, a team we lost to, I believe, last season in the final of the FA Cup. So hopefully this season we can go one step further, get revenge and beat them in this final here. Most importantly as well, in the Premier League, we're currently second in the table, 2 points behind Man City. As you can see, they've won one more game than us. That's why they're ahead of us in the table, as also our third place in the table. But actually, we'll see by our fixtures coming up. After this game against Arsenal, we face two big teams in the finals against of the season, Chelsea and Arsenal. So we have to go one of the hardest ends of the season we could have had, because we have to face Arsenal in the final game of the season, which we know we can beat them. We've seen that before. We know we can beat Chelsea as well. We just did that. But to win the Premier League title, we need Man City to drop points. And their next game is Fulham. And after that, I'm not too sure who they are, but I feel like they're not going to do so. I feel like we're going to come so close to repeating history and winning the title, but I feel like we might just get beaten by Man City to the title. But at the same time, finishing second place in in the season we got promoted to the Premier League is very, very impressive. Because, we just got promoted last season and we are now second place in the table in the Champions League positions. Let's not waste a long time. Let's get into the game against Arsenal and hopefully win the FA Cup. Oh, what is that pass? Oh, this game makes me want to just die in game. Not IRL, obviously, but this game just makes you depressed. Ball into the box. Thankfully, Odegaard missed the header. Interesting decision, never known to pass the ball as many times as they did there. Here we go on the attack. Oh, of course. If it works out for us, it works out for us. But he's playing more as a CDM than anything right now. There we go. He's finally getting forward, but out wide is not where we need him. But it could work out as we create space. Alex Scott. Lovely move from him. Alex Scott. Denied it by Ryan. Should have scored. Back, Silas. Again, we just have nowhere to go because Arsenal are just all over us. But we get a bit of space here. You know what, Shea Charles, why not? Shea Charles some range. I miss long shots being fun, man. Like, it used to be fun, but nowadays they're just useless. Like, honestly, like, take me back to FIFA 23, where long shots were just so much fun. I could have scored them left, right, and centre with anyone. But definitely Vatawu. But why did he not get the ball? Why did he just... Oh, that was so frustrating. I literally put off a great bit of skill there, and the game just screwed me out of it because he just didn't go after the ball for some reason. He let it bounce twice instead of going to it. Gabriel Jesus poked through by Saleh back to us. And that pass was meant to go straight up front to our striker, not out of play. There we go. Great ball through. Troy Parrott, the former Spurs man, running through. And he scores. I've just still got a bad feeling though. I'm not going to celebrate this as much as I should do. It's only 1-0. It is only 1-0. And away FC 26ers right now. I wouldn't be surprised if straight from kick-off I concede a really frustrating goal. Because that's the way this game is for me right now. And not, but here we go. Fatawu. Through to Costulas, please. Costulas. There we go. 2-0. Now I can sit a little bit more comfortable. But I just I need this game to be back to where it was, man, when it came out. It was much more fun. Having a free-flowing attacking game was so much more fun than this defensive AI congested mess of a game that it is right now. But we're winning this game, that's all that matters. 2-0, Costulas and Parrott with the goals. And with 25 or so minutes to go, hopefully we can hold on to this lead and add another goal to it. Not like before the challenge is what I mean by there, but here's Saboshai coming forward for them. A Champon good challenge there. Good steal there from Dahl. Love that. Now Alex Scott. Here we go. Shea Charles, why not? Shea Charles from range hits it. Denied by David Raya. Forced to Fatawu. It's 3-0. This is what I wanted. A scoreline that was a statement. And Fatawu scores it in the FA Cup final. It was a great game, to be fair. He's not been like the assister. I don't think he might have got one assist in this game, I'm not too sure. But Shea Charles' shot. And a parry from Raya goes straight to Fatawu. Well, not straight to him, into a decent position. Fatawu was ready for it. Put it into the back of the net with a good finish there. And now gives us a 3-goal lead in this game. And that should be it. That should be the final nail in the coffin of Arsenal in the FA Cup final. We get revenge for last season. We get revenge for the Carabao Cup. But they knocked us out on penalties, and again we should have won. They're trying to get a consolation goal for themselves. Saka. Jorquez. Back into Bukayo Saka. Ball into... Okay, that's a great pass, to be fair, but it's offside. And we win the FA Cup. And I feel like I've had to go through a really frustrating and long-winded process to win this competition, because we should have won it last season, but we win it this season. Parrott, Costulas and Fatawu with the goals. 3-0. Let's cut to the trophy lift, and a well-deserved trophy lift for Somalia as well in this final. And as you can see, the Leicester fans in the pub back in Leicester celebrating the victory. And Somalia, the captain, playing his final 3 games for Leicester as a starting player and the captain of the team. Because like I said, we're going to bring in a new midfielder next season and put the captaincy armband on Fatawu to feel like he has earned it. But Leicester are winning the FA Cup here, so if we don't win the Premier League, at least we have won a trophy this season. And a much deserved FA Cup trophy at that as well. We had to beat some big teams to win it. And Somalia lifts the FA Cup. You'd love to see it. A well-deserved moment for him. It's been a great play for us in the team. I do wish he grew more in his ratings, so I would have kept him in the starting 11, but he's not really growing this season at all. So next season we have to replace him, but he's going to be on the bench. Because obviously he's been a great player for us at this whole series, one of our best players last season, and one of our best players still this season. And a well-deserved win for us in the FA Cup. Like I said, this should have happened last season, but it didn't. But it happens this season, that's all that matters. And now we have 2 more games left to play, Chelsea and Arsenal. And if we win both of them and Man City drop points, because also see Somalia left in the Premier League, which would be massive. Let's get into the final games of the season and see if it's possible for us to win the Premier League. And as you can see, going into the final 2 games of the season, we'll face Arsenal and Chelsea. Man City currently on 37 games played on 89 points. I believe they did win their last game, so we're now obviously 5 points behind them in the table, which obviously means if we do win both our games and Man City draw, well, if they lose, then we can't win the title. If they draw, we'll finish level on points. We have to beat them on goal difference. As you can see, they're on 47. We're on 40 right now, so I don't think that's going to happen. So most likely, we're not going to win the title this season. We're going to try our best to do so. Let's get into the game against Chelsea, and then after that, face Arsenal. Then let's get Sunderland as well. And Sunderland, they're Fulham and Sunderland, so yeah, we're not winning the title. We're going to play this game, and if Man City beat Sunderland, or if they draw, there's a possibility to score a bunch of goals, but I don't think we will. But Sunderland, I can see, are 15th in the table. Yeah, they're going to win a title. It's unfortunate because we came so close, but this is a good sign for next season that we can possibly win the title. But let's get into the game against Chelsea and let's try our best to win that one and give ourselves the slightest chance to beat Man City to the title. And just hope that Sunderland can somehow beat them. We're doing a different Shea Charles. Keeps it as well. Inside it to Fatawu. Costulas, can he beat the defender? Yes, he does. Great move there. Costulas shoots, and it's a good save from Penders. Already growing in overall. So it was great for us in season 1. Troy Parrott comes inside. Finesse shot. Blocked by Hatter. That's a great block from him. That shot might have been destined for the top corner. Out of hands for Grimaldo. Alex Scott steals it for Tarwoot. Costulas, lovely move. Costulas now hits it from range of Penders. Good save from the Belgians. Kostoulas, good move. Obviously, Kostoulas has started this game incredibly well. And Kostoulas hits the post, force of a towel, we blocked. Second time for him, header low, saved by Penders. Again by Chelsea. Dahl wins the header. Costello picks it up down. Dahl has gone down, that's not good for us. Champon got interception. And now we have to try to get forward here. Kostoulas. Through to Troy Parrott, could he score Parrott? Mudryk shot into the bottom corner, there we go. We may have an injury to Dahl, but we scored a goal to take the lead. And Troy Parrott gets his 14th goal in 33 games. Like I said, we don't need to replace him. You guys want Darwin Núñez in the team, but I feel like Parrott and Kostoulas are more than enough for our strikers in this series, as we're doing so well with them. And next season we're going to be in the Champions League. We could possibly win the Premier League title in this episode, but most likely we won't. But we score here. Dahl did get injured, so I'm going to have to check on that real quickly and see if he needs to come off. But yeah, we need to take him off. Do we have a left back on the bench? I don't think we do. We've got Koulibaly there. We don't have Thomas on the bench. I mean, Koulibaly can play left back. It's a good time to test him out. We've not really used him yet, so we're going to bring him into the game. Early substitution for us, forced into it, but Koulibaly gets a chance against Chelsea here to prove himself. One thing that he doesn't have is the pace of Dahl. But Champong's there against his former team. Shea Charles. Troy Parrott beats Di Lorenzo. Love that from him. But Di Lorenzo does have the pace to recover for Tarwoot. Beats one. There's 2 or 3 more to do so. For Tarwoot, Castilla blocks, so no handball against him apparently there, and that's going to be half time. So we were dominating that first half. As for Tarwoot, lovely move there from him. It's Kostoulas through to Fatawu, might be onside, and Fatawu is just offside. Pedro. Out wider to Palmer. Koulibaly, good interception there from him. Alex Scott. Going to be there by him. Scott now into the box, looking for a header from Parrott, the second. It's actually Shea Charles who gets to the second one. And it's 2-0. That was a fantastic bit of play. Alex Scott did well there in the corner to just keep possession. And then Whit did a good cross. He won the first header, hit the crossbar. Shea Charles with 2 headers. The first one off the bar. Penders, I think, made a save there. But the second one fell straight back to him. And he managed to tap it, well, not tap it in, but he managed to head it into the net when Penders couldn't get there due to him being occupied after the first save it made. And we take a 2-goal lead against Chelsea here. And we are looking incredible. We are genuinely looking insane in this game. The football we've been playing is some of the best we've played in this series. Cole Palmer. Ball in, looking to try to do what we did, but unsuccessful for them. There they go, Cole Palmer. Ball in, it's an underwhelming cross and a Champong said to sweep it up. This has been literally a walk in the park for us in this game. This has been so easy. Menda trying to feed back for his fellow Spaniard, but Carlos Augusto intercepts. Let's go, Nacho now comes on. Delap as well. Enzo through to Delap. Is this going to be the first shot and maybe a goal? And it's not, it's going to go wide to the post from Delap there. It's a good impact from him off the bench, so he probably should have started with that impact he just had, but Chelsea are going to lose this game 2-0 at home in a convincing fashion because we dominated this game. And this has honestly been our best performance so far in this series, arguably. Like we were dominating this game. The only shot of the game was right at the end. And Alex Scott played great. So he got got an indirect assist for the Shea Charles goal. And overall, we played incredible in this game. Kostoulas should be up there high rated, but Koulibaly came on in the 30-minute mark. Played great since coming on, and let's hopefully see that Dahl is not fully injured and can play in next game if we need to play it. And as you can see, Man City have yet to play their final game of the season up against Sunderland. I do think they're going to win it, but we're going to get into this game against Arsenal. As you can see, a third in the table. They don't have anything at stake. They're going to be guaranteed third. It's Liverpool and Newcastle have a thing to fight for in between Champions League. And they're actually playing each other. That's insane. For the final game of the season, one of these two teams is going to get Champions League football. The other one's going to get Europa League football. That's actually an insane end to the season for them there. But as you can see, they're facing Sunderland, we face Arsenal. A team we're beating to win the FA Cup, but The question is, can we do the same and beat them in this game and hopefully see Sunderland either get a draw? And I mean, a draw isn't actually good for us unless we score 5 goals and don't concede any, but this is going to be all down to the final whistle. If Man City score and win their game only 1-0, they win the title, but at least we'll finish behind them. And let's get into it. And Dor, by the way, is out injured for this game. He's not fully injured, but he's going to miss the final game of the season, which means Koulibaly or Luke Thomas is going to have to play left back. And I think I'm going to give the chance to Koulibaly again, as I did like him in that last game. So Samuel at left back for us today. In this game, we played Koulibaly again, as he did impress me in that last one. We could have played Luke Thomas, but I felt like Koulibaly was the best bet. Ball forward. I was Zinchenko blocked that, but it's come to Parrott anyway. Charles. Here's for Tarwoot. Yurian Timber again, somehow gets the ball off his honestly. He is so overpowered, man. Into for Tarwoot. And there is again Yurian Timber. Honestly, he is so overpowered, man. I can't wait to use him at some point because he must be incredible. Okay, how has he got through there? Oh, that's frustrating. I wanted to stand in challenge and then he blocked the pass and then booted it out. Okay, Juricus thankfully makes a massive error there for some reason. Kostulas. Otawa double up here. Kostulas now through, 83 rated. Kostulas from range. I should have probably taken it closer, but he is tired. Troy Parrott maybe has to come off as well. Here he is, Troy Parrott, the former Spurs. Talent hits it, and Parrott scores a fantastic goal. That could make us Premier League champions if Man City lose to Sunderland. And what a moment that would be for him. But the thing is, I'm not going to celebrate because like, Man City are going to beat Sunderland. It's guaranteed, you know what I mean? They're a much better team. Sunderland are 15th. It's not going to happen for us this season, but as long as we can keep performing at this level, next season we're going to win the title guaranteed, and maybe even make a good run for the Champions League. Let's make changes. A Parrott can come out to make it after scoring that goal before he runs himself into the ground in this game. We're going to bring Nancy Fatty as well. McCarthy into the can run. I think that's all I want to do for this game right now. I think I want to keep it as it is. Maybe Barron on for Alex Scott, but I think I'm going to leave it as it is actually. Zinchenko, Saka, good defending there from Umar Saleh. Ball into the box. Wagnerman wins the header, but it's not cleared. There we go, Samare. How have we given the ball back to them? There we go, we've got the ball. Let's just get it away. Man, the lovely run. It's through. Could it double the lead and seal the victory? Well, right now the win's not going to be in question for us. But the question is, can Mendes' former team in Sunderland do the job against City? If I see a victory for Sunderland and we get trophy celebrations, I'm going to be ecstatic. Genuinely, this might be one of my most favourite wins I've done in Crumman. When they should win the title this season, it would be incredible for us. And repeat history like they did all these years ago in a very, very similar fashion. And Mendes scores it. We get 2-0 off the bench. A great goal from him. Ball through into Zinchenko. And a good save there from Kabora. James McCarthy. Into Ansu Fati. It's free. And when it will be kind of heartbreaking if I don't win the title after beating Arsenal here in the final game of the season and a 3-0 victory at the Emirates. Because we've done our part. That's all we can do. That's all we have to do our part and hope that Regie Sunderland can somehow pull out a victory, but it's 3-0 here to us. The 2 games we just played, by the way, against Chelsea and Arsenal, the football we played in both games. I mean, this one was harder against Arsenal to do stuff, but the Chelsea game we played incredible. This game we've been incredible. But one thing that's been a good thing for us actually in this game is the fact that Arsenal and Chelsea have been so bad attacking wise against us. Always just been incredible defensively, one of the two. If when the final whistle goes, we see trophy celebrations, it would be insane. Oh no, Gabriel Jesus, can I get a consolation goal for them? No, we can't, because Gabora makes a fantastic save there. Then that would be incredible. Moment of truth. Let's find out. I don't think it is. I'm gonna watch the whole thing, but I don't think it is. I think it's Man City drew or won. Because we haven't won this. Well, we won this game, but we're not getting the trophy celebrations here. But it could happen. We're gonna wait and see. But I don't think it's the case, which is unfortunate. But at the end of the day, we had a great season, but to come so close to winning the title is frustrating. Well, you've got to say we could say we deserve it. You know what I mean? We've played incredible football, and there's no trophy celebrations, unfortunately, there. But we did beat Arsenal in the final day 3-0, and finished second place in the Prem. 2 points behind Man City and Leicester. Drew, we finished level on points with them. And a well-deserved win for us in this game. And well, as you can see, Man City did win their final game of the season. I think they beat Sunderland 3-2. I think I saw it in the as we went into the menu here again. But 2 points behind them is incredible. You know what I mean? It's frustrating to come so close and not win the title, yes, but we're going to look on the bright side. Next season, with the improvements we're going to make to the team, you know, bringing in a better CDM or centre mid instead of Soumare. And I think other than that, there's not really many changes I want to make to the team. Maybe backup players we could bring in. But I don't think first I need to change other than the centre mid position from Soumare to someone else. But right now we're looking great. Champions League football for next season. We won the FA Cup against Man City, against Arsenal. We didn't win the Carabao Cup. We got knocked out in that one at some point, if I'm not mistaken. But the team played incredible football. We're going to look at the stats real quickly of the players and show you how well they performed. Kousulas, 83 rated now, a +8 this season. 22 goals and 10 assists. Troy Parrott, a +3, 19 and 6. Fatawu, 16 and 12. Ansu Fati, 14 and 2. And Alex Scott, 9 goals and 12 assists from him. Menda coming in, 7 goals and 2 assists since January. Obviously, was it January? Yeah, it was January. He came in, I think. He played incredible for us. And Shea Charles, 5 goals and 11 assists. No, did he come in at the start of the season? I can't remember. When we brought him in, though, he's been incredible for us off the bench. And we'll Hakim Ziyech, he played this final season for us. A -2, but obviously in the first season he was incredible. Same with Patson Daka. It is a shame for one player as well that I felt like you just saw him there with 1 goal and 1 assist. Steffi Mabadidi has had 2 polar opposites of seasons, and last season he was the championship player of the season, was our best player, and was incredible. This season, he just didn't perform. He just didn't look like he could hang in the Premier League, so we brought in Troy Parrott, Menda and Ansu Fati, etc. And they've just taken over so quickly, and he's been left in the dust. So I think we might have to sell him next season and move him on, or we could just keep him around, not too sure. But next season we're going to make some changes to the team. A new CDM is going to come in. I think Shea Charles might move to CDM, and we're going to play whoever we do sign a centre mid there. And other than that, I don't think I want to change anything. You guys did suggest bringing in a new centre back to replace the Champong, but he is so good. I don't need to replace him. The same with Troy Parrott. We don't need to replace him. I want to keep him in the starting 11. Both of those. But this team just plays incredible right now, and I don't really want to change anything about it, other than obviously bringing in a better CDM than Soumare, because he's been left behind rating-wise in the team. Obviously, a much lower rated player. Well, -3 compared to a Champong and Dahl and Parrott and Shea Charles, etc. are 80 rated, and Wagnerman. But what season we've had, and it is again frustrating to come so close to winning the title, but it is where it is. We won the FA Cup, we finished second in the Prem, we have Champions League football next season. We have a lot to look forward to going into season 3, and hopefully we can go on to win it all as well. That's going to call for this one. If you're going to enjoy the episode, drop a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.